And that being the case, there is no room for violence. Supporters have to behave or otherwise face the full force of the law. There is no way we can allow wrestling to be overtaken by hooligans in this country.
The interface went beyond the awarding of prizes and created a forum where the top government brass ponder on how best to stay the course of this positive development, to spot new talents and move Gambian sport forward. Abdunjai, GRTS.
Christians in the Gambia have received an Easter gift from a familiar source, the President, His Excellency Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya Jammeh. The gift of 2,222 bags of rice and equal quantity of sugar comes as Christians prepare to celebrate the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Aissatou Badiansah witnessed the handing over of the package to the Gambian Christian Council, and this is a report.
Gambians, irrespective of religious affiliation. The President, His Excellency Sheikh Professor Dr. Alhaji Yahya Jammeh, told the gathering as he presented 2,222 bags of sugar and the same amount of bags of rice to the Christian Council, a manifestation yet again of his generosity to Gambians. The donation comes as the Christian community gear up for the Easter feast, marking the end of their Lent. Bishop Hannah Falheim, in receiving the donation, said that it was least expected, but not a surprise, coming from the Gambian leader, whom he described as a one-off leader.
His Excellency, you're a good man, and you try to do good.
Here, here, here.
And for the many people who would say you're not doing good, it is not new in history. Good people have always had those who would say they're not good and they will never recognize the good that they do. So on behalf of the Gambia Christian Council and on behalf of every Christian, we want to say thank you. We want to say thank you for your generosity to individuals, to groups, you know, both nationally and internationally. Wherever you meet Gambians, you try to show them that they're part of Gambia.
Similar sentiments were also echoed by Father Gabriel Leonard Allen of the Catholic Diocese, who also commended the Gambian leader while praying for his prosperity. Generosity and magnanimity, according to the Minister for Agriculture, Solomon Owens, are two virtues that the Gambian leader possesses. And this, he said, he has manifested in various ways and across all facets of the society.
Over the past week as Minister of Agriculture, even last night, people came to me. When do we get the special rice for Nanburu? And I said to somebody, I said, I don't think Your Excellency knows that this is the special rice you people always look forward to for Nanburu. Because whenever it is on sale, this is the time it all disappears, because it is the chemical component of the variety, the starchiness and the gluten on it makes Nanburu perfect. And I said to them, as far as I know, there's a consignment, but His Excellency, being the considerate person he is, has directed that the rice be stored for the hungry season in this country. And that is the lean months of July and August. That is when it's going to be sold. I didn't expect that he will release part of that to be distributed free of charge.
For the Gambian leader, His Excellency Sheikh Professor Dr. Alhaji Yahya Jammeh, his bounty to Gambians knows no boundary, and he will never cease to render his assistance to Gambians.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm here for everybody. And God didn't ask me to be a president for only Muslims. He's president of the Republic of the Gambia. In the Republic of the Gambia, you have Muslims, you have Christians, and you have people that also don't worship anything in this country still. Whatever I can do for humanity and for religion, I will. Because religion is the way of God. And so when we help people to know their Lord, it is also helping the country to become more disciplined. Because if you have a God-fearing nation, it will be a very honest and disciplined country. Only the fear of God can instill honesty in the hearts of humanity. So once again, whatever I can do, I will do for both the Muslims and the Christians. Because at the end of the day, it's not the fear of Yahya Jammeh that will make people to be, because they know that Yahya Jammeh cannot see everything. But when you fear God, you know that whatever you are doing, God is seeing you. And that's the most important thing.
The Gambian leader also applauded the Christian community for their comportment in the society, whilst making it vehemently clear that his government will not tolerate any act that will jeopardize the peaceful coexistence between Muslims and Christians in the country.
With regards to tolerance, I'm not going to compromise on that. You worship the way you want, I worship the way I want. Allah even said in one of the Surah Al-Kafirun, Lakum dinukum waliyadin. Follow your religion, let me follow my religion. The Quran didn't say kill those who do not believe in you. Also, you've never heard anywhere that during the life of the Prophet Muhammad, during his jihad, he attacked any Christian or destroyed any church. And if anything, the first hijrah, when he asked his people to flee Mecca because their lives were in danger, he told them to go to Abyssinia, present-day Ethiopia, to a Christian king. And he said, that guy is a good man, that ruler is a good man, he will protect you because he worships the same God that we worship. Today, you just half-baked, they go, they don't even read the Quran properly, they come back and start talking about nonsense. It is not going to happen in this country.
Donations like this one are always received with joy, as it goes a long way in complementing the efforts of recipients, especially in preparation for religious feasts, like the Easter, and this one to the Christian community was no exception. Aissatou Badiansar, GRTS.
Members of the Anti-AIDS Coalition gathered on Wednesday for the 4th HIV and AIDS Partnership Forum. The high-level convergence, organized by the National AIDS Secretariat in partnership with the UN system, is among a raft of initiatives designed to stop mother-to-child transmission of HIV, the virus that causes AIDS. Mamoudou Diallo has more on that.
Secretariat continues its journey towards the elimination of mother-to-child transmission of HIV and AIDS in the Gambia. This partnership forum will provide a platform for stakeholders to discuss means of strengthening existing partnerships and harnessing limited resources to fight the epidemic, which claims millions of lives annually. In delivering his statement, the director of the National AIDS Secretariat, Usman Baji, dilated on the Secretariat's efforts over the years to combat the disease and reduce the rates of mother-to-child transmission.
The theme, like has been indicated by the chair for this particular 4th edition of the Partnership Forum, is Partnership for the Elimination of Mother-to-Child Transmission of HIV in the Gambia. In the early days of the HIV epidemic, elimination of mother-to-child transmission was not among the priority interventions. However, after years of concerted effort, advances in treatment and new classes of drugs have provided the opportunity to greatly reduce rates of mother-to-child transmission of HIV worldwide.
It could be recalled that it was in 1986 that the first case of HIV was reported in the Gambia. Since then, the authorities have been doing all they could to control the disease and its spread. Ahmed Jagan Loom, the president of Network of AIDS Services Organizations, in delivering a statement on behalf of the civil society organizations, dilated on the achievements registered in the fight against HIV and AIDS. The Gambia, he continued, has one of the lowest HIV prevalence rates in the sub-region, which currently stands at 1.7%.
The Gambia has one of the lowest HIV prevalence rates in the sub-region, 1.7%, according to the 2011 Sentinel surveillance. But however, in spite of our low prevalence, we must not be complacent. Despite our achievements, we are also faced with challenges in our collective response to the epidemic. These include, of course, stigma and discrimination, the problem of disclosure of one's HIV status, and of course, inadequate funds, to name a few.
The Vice President and Minister of Women's Affairs, Her Excellency Ajah Dr. Aissatou Njie Seydi, in delivering the keynote address, said that the forum will create a conducive platform for information sharing for the elimination of mother-to-child transmission in the Gambia, and will further enhance networking and partnership among stakeholders in national HIV and AIDS response.
In the Gambia, the HIV prevalence rate continues to be relatively low, as previous speakers have said. And the 2011 Sentinel surveillance results indicate that 1.67%, which is lower than rates in sub-Saharan Africa, of course, is the Gambian figure. An estimated 21,224 people are living with HIV, and overall, 3,571 people, of which 7% are children, are receiving ARVs, antiretroviral